Hey guys, Doug Gonger, a realtor with Coldwell Banker Preferred and the sponsor for 19146. I am here with Lance Lee. Hi Lance.
Hey Doug, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. Lance Lee, who is the executive director
Correct.
at the YMCA here in Graduate Hospital on Christian Street. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah.
I appreciate you reaching out.
Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to ask you, I guess, could you tell me a little bit about what it is that you do here?
Sure.
As the executive director?
Sure. As the executive director, I do a little bit of everything. No 2 days are the same, but basically we're responsible for the overall health of the organization and ensuring that every member is made to feel special. We're a membership-driven organization, so we're trying to make sure that we're servicing this immediate community in the best way that we can, primarily through health, nutrition, creating healthy minds and healthy bodies. That's a big piece of it, but also really serving as a hub for the community in terms of hosting different events, speakers, being a safe haven for young people, which is a really big issue, one that's near and dear to my heart. So again, no 2 days are the same, but ensuring that the business runs solidly, but also making sure that we're staying true to our mission and our history and the roots of this very historical building.
Great. Now, what is the mission?
My boss would probably yell at me, but I'm not going to try and say it word for word. But basically, we're trying to, we are creating a space where people can be their best selves through healthy and active lifestyles, giving them a place where they can come together and be their best selves through physical activity.
Okay, great. That's a good mission to have.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So what that means is obviously sports, or that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Sports is
right?
a big piece of it, yes. There's several departments, obviously aquatics. We have one of the, I believe, only deep water pools in Philadelphia. So our aquatics department is a big one. We have a swim team.
What would be considered deep?
12 feet.
12 feet.
12
Okay.
feet, I think that's what starts the depth.
Okay.
Don't
mean to get too technical.
No, it's okay. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Good question. And if I don't know the answer, I've only been here for 5 months, so I'll be sure to say I don't know that, but I'll find the answer for you.
Get back to you.
That's one of the phrases that I give to members.
Right.
Probably more than I'd like to. But aquatics is a big department. We have a basketball gym where we have open gym and basketball clinics. Obviously, we have a wellness floor, which is some people, where their weight equipment is, know it as a gym. We call it our wellness floor.
Okay.
So people working out. We have personal trainers. One of the big benefits to our members is we offer a lot of classes, yoga, core. I did a cycling class this morning. You name it in terms of physical activity. Not only do we do it, but we have a professional that can not only do individual classes, but also what we call group exercise classes. So in terms of the physical activities, from flag football to soccer to basketball to yoga, you name it, we've got it.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that much.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
That's great. And it's all here at this location.
It's all here. One of the things that I've been tasked with is trying to grow the programming outside of the walls of our Y. As you see, we're landlocked, so we don't have outdoor space. So one of the things that I'm really trying to bring to the table is partnerships with other organizations where we might not have a field, but we can use their field and they can use our pool. Churches, Boys and Girls Club, PAL, Stanton right down the corner. We're trying to create a partnership there, which is why when you reached out to me, I was really excited because being new to the area, I don't know who all the players are, all the organizations are. We've been here since 1914. We're going to be here moving forward. I didn't want to come in and say, hey, the new guy's here and this is how we're going to do it. I want to reach out and connect with community partners and individuals who have been here to see how we can be of benefit to each other.
Right. Well, if I can help with that, I absolutely,
you
absolutely will.
You already are, and just by doing this and getting our message out, in terms of, hey, we are a safe space for everyone. One of the things that, I know you didn't ask me this, but maybe you will at some point, that I really enjoy about this Y is the level of diversity within it. We're open to Black, white, Asian, Latino, old, young, and that's really represented when you walk into this building. It's a true melting pot.
That's great. That's great. And I think this neighborhood is kind of a representation of that too.
It is.
We're kind of in the middle of a lot of different neighborhoods.
Absolutely, and
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, you walk in some places and you see all of one type of person.
Right.
Personally and professionally, I want diversity, gender diversity, racial diversity, socioeconomic diversity. I feel that you can't really grow if you're around one type of thing. So that's something that we really try to not only promote, but that we believe in here at the Y.
That's great. That's great. Let me ask you this: for these potential partnerships that you mentioned, what is the best way for them to reach out to? Would they reach out to you directly?
Yes.
Is that the
yes.
way to
Yes.
do it?
To me directly.
Okay.
Obviously, I have a strong directors team, but in terms of partnerships, that's one thing that I keep within my swath of duties and responsibilities.
Okay.
We're part of a larger association known as the Philadelphia Freedom Valley Association. So we're one of 17 Ys throughout the Philadelphia area. So I have obviously a higher up that I report to. So before a new program is really formed and kind of gets its blessing, there are some steps that I need to go through. But my boss and the CEO of the organization, Sean Elliott, has been extremely supportive in terms of me and my team presenting new ideas, particularly around the areas of partnership, where he, for the most part, has given his stamp of approval on every initiative that we've tried to bring to the table thus far.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great way for you guys to go about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else you
no, in terms of, I'd like people to know that, we have a deep history, and it's hard to please everybody. Some people feel that we've gotten away from that history, and that with the changing of the neighborhood, the tone or the tenor of this Y maybe has changed.
But at the same time, you have to change, right? You can't remain. Things change around you. I mean,
Absolutely.
The only thing that's constant is change. So.
Absolutely. I tell my team, show me an organization, show me an individual that is the same now as they were 10 years ago. I'll show you a failing organization or an unevolved individual. So I think change, but keeping our bearings straight in terms of we know whose shoulders we stand upon. The great people who frequented this Y and the great people who ran this Y provided the framework and the direction. It just needs to be tweaked and changed when appropriate for the betterment of not just the Y, but the members of the Y. It's all about the members. It's all about the community. And we want to remain an integral community hub, a place where people can gather and come together, people of all backgrounds and races and ethnicities, through physical activity. That's the tie that kind of binds us all.
Right. Which is so healthy.
It is great. Healthy mind, healthy body. Absolutely.
That's great. How many members? Or well, I guess I should ask you this: what is kind of the not the target, but the most common demographic as far as age? And then also how many members do you have?
Sure. We've got just over 9,000 members, which is, I thought, a lot, particularly for a building that isn't really large.
Yeah. So we're just so you guys know, we're at 1724 Christian Street, right? So we're on Christian Street in South Philadelphia, Graduate Hospital, and we're I would say the building is about. How many square feet do you figure?
Oh goodness, I should know that. I'm going to get that answer.
That's a technical real estate question.
Yes.
I'll pull that up.
Yes.
If you guys want to know.
I should know that. I should know that. I'll get that answer for you.
But 9,000 members.
Yeah, and I guess the biggest demographic I would say would be families. If you're coming here to, it's funny, and you see the commercial Planet Fitness, and they're making fun of the other gyms. I see you looking at me, looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, kind of like the Uber weightlifting guys. That's not what this gym is. Now, we do have some serious weightlifters.
Yeah.
But if you're coming here just to kind of bulk up and get big, it's probably not the place for you, although you would be welcome.
I have another place for that.
Okay, I think I saw
OPS.
the CrossFit.
Yeah. Those guys are legit.
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
Not that we don't have any legit guys, but our biggest attraction is to families because there's so many benefits to kids in terms of the classes. And once you become a member, you get priority in terms of when you can sign up for those classes, the majority of which fill up quickly. So again, the swimming is a big one. The swim lessons, the swim team, which is now competitive, and they actually compete against other swim teams throughout the tri-state area. The basketball classes, the parents' night out, where if you just want to go out for an evening, you can drop your kid off, and we will watch them for you for 3 hours. Of course, we have the child care while you're working out, but even if you just want to drop them off and leave, we have fantastic child care services. We have a full service daycare with 75 kids, 5-star accredited, ACA accredited, which means we can get all the state requirements. Fantastic playground out in the back. They're taking kids throughout the city on day trips. The educational offerings that those young people are getting are top notch. And again, when you walk in, it's a feel of a welcoming feel. It's we're a community-minded organization that makes everyone feel welcome. And when you go into some gyms, that's not the feel that you get. It's looking and see who's...
you feel as soon as you walk in. I don't know if you guys can. You might hear it from the audio,
Oh my
but
goodness,
it's all kids and parents, and you hear it.
Absolutely.
Kids running around. And,
Absolutely.
It's a great thing.
If I have to get some serious work done, I close the door, but I keep it open. And it's just an influx of, you can not only hear the energy, but you can feel it as well, and it's almost palpable. Which is why, again, one of our biggest demographics is that family unit. We have potlucks. We had a Thanksgiving potluck the other evening where people from different nationalities all brought in something that represented their country of origin. Zumba for what we call AOA, active older adults. I was invited to do something called chair yoga, which I didn't know was a thing. So older people, older individuals who can't really get around, they used to, can get a workout in their chair by doing various things in their chair. So Zumba is a big one. Line dancing.
Nice.
So again, you name it, if it has something to do with physical activity, we do it, and we do it well. So again, families, but for everyone.
Right. And then the members are, I'm assuming there's a ton of families from just around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They're from all over the city.
They're from all over the city. Parking is tough here, I'll be honest with you. So a lot of people do walk or take the bus, ride a bike or Uber. So we are primarily serving this immediate area. I think it's a service for this community. However, we do get individuals and members coming from all over.
Okay. And the best way for people to learn more about the memberships is...
I think call.
Online?
You can go online. Just Google the Christian Street Y.
Okay.
So there's information there online. My door is always open. I'm always here, and if I'm not, one of my directors is. My cell phone is on my card and on the website, so I answer it all the time. My email is there. I really have always felt the need as a director to make myself accessible to the members and the individuals of an organization, but particularly when I'm new to this community and I'm still learning. I want as many people to reach out to me and tell me what they would want to see more of. Tell me what worked really great in the past and what they really want to hold on to and it's important to them, and maybe what didn't work so well in the past and what they'd like to see moving forward.
Great. Sounds like you're really proactive and you're staying on top of what's going on.
Trying to. So it's a great opportunity here. Whenever you can positively impact anyone, particularly youth, and as nice of a neighborhood as this is, there's still some elements of crime and some things, particularly with young people. So when I can see a young person running on the street and say, hey, come on in here. Why don't you come and do some push-ups or do this workout class? Or, we give free memberships to if you're in 7th grade, your membership is free.
Okay.
Another thing, which is why
if you're in 7th grade,
if you're in 7th grade, the membership is 100% free.
Okay.
We do not want cost to be a barrier to people. So we do give out a large amount every year in financial assistance. So if you're not able to afford a membership, you talk to me, you talk to one of my directors, we'll sit down with you, and we never want someone not to sign up because of cost. So when we need to be flexible, we have a system of how we determine how much aid you'll be able to get, and we give out lots of it, which is why fundraising is one of my other primary duties.
I see. Okay, so you have that covered also.
Yes.
Okay.
I won't say covered. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I wish I had it covered, but
well, I know you did mention to me you've been here 5 months.
Yes.
So I'm sure you still have a lot of work ahead of you. Right?
Absolutely. But my predecessor had been here for 16 years, and she did a fantastic job. And my directors, some of whom are new, but it's a solid team. It's not like I needed to come in here and just fix everything. It's good. It's solid. We're trying to go from good to great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of information, and hope you got all of it. Again, my name is Doug Gonger. This is Lance Lee,
Yes.
Executive Director at the YMCA on Christian Street. So
Come visit us.
Yeah, if you need if you need some more info, feel free to stop by, or just go and you can Google it, YMCA, or you said the Christian Street.
Yeah, Christian Street YMCA.
And hope this was of help to you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, pleasure.
Right.